It becomes a golden opportunity, but as we have seen in the past, when you get guys who are going to get extra minutes, talked about his improvements. As Baines take the slip pass, they swing it around, sets up Rubio, and can't get to three. Nice one-hand rebound put back there by DeAndre Ayton. Tough drive, tied up there, forces the turnover. Good defense by the Kings. Buddy Hield draws a little contact, step back three, got it. And that's the one thing
something about that angle from Baines. He just, that depth perception, he doesn't get that backboard right in front of him.
Bielitsa showing off his driving skills, feeding Giles, who gets right for just 8 points last night. Kings off to a hot start. They feed Oubre. Oubre counters. Talked about as a follow-up regarding his very brief post-game statement is Aaron Fox flushes one over Baines with the left hand.
You knew that was coming.
It's a similar fearless type approach that we saw from Ja Morant as Ayton takes the lob up top from Devin Booker.
I like that pass.
Trips to the free throw line for DeAndre Ayton, and Monty Williams blames himself a little bit. He said, I've got to be more cognizant and aware of it and get him. Jay, the three-point shot over the last 8 games has just not fallen for this Suns team, unlike it did with the first 23 games. Coming off of the wrist and forearm injury. As that lob a little too high for DA, but able to gather and put it inside of the slam. Season high 30 points against New Orleans on Saturday. Booker on the drive, able to knock it down.
Even if he missed it, I think the
substitutions here with Cam Johnson out there along with the Kobo, and early arrival from Dario Saric. Ayton being spoon-fed right at the rim here early. He's got 10.
To make the playoffs, and that's something the Suns haven't been able to do here for a long time.
Elliot Kobo able to knock down the corner three. Final 40 seconds of the opening quarter. Oubre on the drive, slips across the paint. Looking for the end one.
Still equal 2 points, didn't it?
Shot clock winding down. Game clock winding down. Johnson moves out of the corner, steps in, and knocks it down from 18. Dedmon forced into action tonight. No Rashawn Holmes, the former Sun who's played so well. Fox knocking down the spot up, Jay. Their best connector in terms of moving the ball, weak side, strong side, and helping to set up good ball movements. Here's Fox, who missed 17 games with that sprained ankle. Swings it out to Dedmon, who connects on the three.
Couldn't blame Luke Walton for going to Holmes more than Dedmon.
Well, it's not as though Dedmon didn't have the chance to have doubled his rebound productivity, but again, not surprising as a result of the minutes improved. Feed inside to Oubre. The longer you allow them to stick around and stay in it, the higher their confidence grows. And this was the concern coming in, as a transition defense, more following his brief post-game statement the other night as he met with the media before the game tonight. Corey Joseph with a tough runner off the window. Barnes back on the floor, kicks it out to Bielitsa. Harry Giles. And then 3 Suns watching on the tip-in.
Congratulate him and tell him he was getting the money. His wife burst into tears telling me that she had been repairing the uniforms and they had come to the conclusion that
the NBA, the most of any school. Baines just pulls his way inside.
Harrison Barnes all on top of that. Kelly tried to curve that one in.
Fox, nice job there by Booker to force the jumper, but Fox gets it.
He stepped on the three-point line, and I'm like, why? He made the bucket.
Had 21 last night. Booker, then drive by on Hield. 5 on a shot clock. Good pass inside to Ayton. Nice shot touch from DA.
It really is, and that's his shot there. To get their fair share of time to get a shot themselves.
Look, turns the corner, looking to draw contact. Won't get it. DA's got it. Gets the turnaround.
And then look, the way you do it is attack their weakness. What's their weakness right now? DeAndre Ayton in there. They don't have anybody that can guard him.
Devin Booker, 15 of his 16. Bielitsa inside, lost that one on the way up. Giles inside to recover, but Baines able to poke it away. Suns on the run, feeding Oubre. Corner three on the way, and down it goes. All right, thank you very much, Lindsey. Yeah, it's good to hear Charles kind of coming out of his shell, you know, being straight up with somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the midst of a 15-2 run as they try to keep it going. Baines with a wide open look, stepping into the triple, and make it an 18-2 run. Making their way to the scorer's table. Kings have missed all 10 field goal attempts here in the quarter as Buddy Hield had it knocked out of his hands. And
giving them an opportunity.
Yeah, you've earned it by pushing the pace and getting yourself high percentage looks, says Ayton. With a little Rubio flair as he gets the tough reverse.
You don't want to have that hanging over your head.
I'm sure that made Alvin feel much better as Booker on his strong drive as Trey Maddox took a tumble.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Being Sun starters. Saric on the floor grabbing the rebound. Booker racing to the rim.
Uses it when he needs it, and that's the secret weapon he has. I mean, they don't realize how fast he is until they see it.
Nice spin by Saric, swings it out to a Kobo. Joseph on the drive and dish. Johnson closing out on Ariza, who deposits the three, and Trevor Ariza, and they have determined that it was a 3 instead of a 2. So thus the scoring change, 83-67. James on the pull-up. Able to knock it down.
You have to say you're too old.
James on a quick catch and shoot. Able to knock it down. Tonight, no Rashawn Holmes for the Kings, who you can bet he is extremely disappointed about not being able to play tonight. Is Ayton. He pulls his way inside out. Nice close out there by Booker on Barnes. Shot clock at 3. Joseph eyes the shot clock, steps into the triple, and knocks it down.
He's unafraid to take shots.
Tied up there by Ayton. Shot clock at 3. Joseph forced into the tough contested jumper. Sacramento bench is giving their team a lift and a chance. Ayton on the turnaround.
Yeah, this has got to play.
Kings team playing last night. Bielitsa gets inside. Throws give the Suns a little breathing room. Push their lead to as much as 21 there in that third quarter. Bielitsa, tough drive, gets the finish and the foul.
He's in some mean right now, playing with a lot of heart.
And they're digging in defensively, forcing miscues. Devin Booker thought it was a kick. Instead, it turns into a turnover and a steal for Bielitsa.
Bielitsa is the problem right now.
From half court. Problem just got bigger. You can see Devin Booker getting double teams run at him. Does not matter as he dribbles out of trouble. Dedmon keeps it alive. Ball batted around. Gets it back. Gets the bounce.
That's a lucky break there. That ball hit about 2 or 3 Suns players' hand. Well, Devin fought him in there and really made him fall off balance.
Book with a step back. That one, well,
we didn't call that. But
late night banking. Joseph gets a good look, and down it goes. 5 on a shot clock. Booker on the drive, gets tied up, inside left hand, got the finish. As Luke Walton will call the timeout.
DeAndre just needs to stay down on it. He wants to drive it.
Fox with the step back 3, gets the bounce.
Man.
His first 3 points.
You know, the Kings aren't in the penalty. They got a foul to give.
And just 3 team fouls. Fox looking to make it 2 threes. It'll be a long 2 instead. And all of a sudden, Fox gets it. With a race into the paint, slip up and under. And considering the state of their roster and being shorthanded.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's